watching the great video for Professional in Nursing, I learned many different things, but the one thing that I definitely grasped towards more was the importance of gaining certification in all aspects of healthcare, especially as a nurse. And from watching the video, um, according to Roberta, she definitely said a few statements that definitely caught my eye, and she gave an example about the importance of certification by she was talking about how if two nurses have the same qualifications in an interview, the nurse that is more certified is the one that's going to get the job more oftentimes than not. And I think that this is so important because it shows the importance of certification and how it makes you become a well-rounded nurse. And something else Roberta said in the video was that having these certifications will have you more up to date with knowledge and care, and it also will leave you more with confidence when dealing with patients, and it will also have patients have confidence in you when you give them answers to questions and you give them information. So I think that this also is important because when dealing with patients, you have to make sure you build trust. And I think having more certifications can build that type of trust, and not only trust within patients, but also trust within coworkers. Because I'm just gonna give an example. Like, say if there's a patient in the ICU that has heavy wounds and needs more wound dressing, and if you're certified in wound dressing, then your staff will trust you more when dealing with that patient because obviously you know what you're doing and you're certified in that care. So now when we develop more towards this course that we're taking, which is Intro to Professional Nursing, I think that this course is very relevant to what we need to understand about nursing because I said in the video, there's different aspects of nursing, but the three that I definitely took from that are part of this course for sure is number one, looking the part, two, being accountable, and three, having respect. So the first one that I think about is looking the part. In this class, every Friday we have to come with our professional attire. We have to be held responsible for making sure that we show up to class and what we're supposed to show up. And as a nurse, we have a attire that we're supposed to have. And I think that this just carries the responsibility that we're gonna have for a lifetime. Just making sure our tattoos are covered up, we have no piercings in, we have no our hair is done a certain way, we look the part. And I think that also builds trust within patients and just as a nurse in general. So two, um, accountability. So according to dictionary.com, the definition of accountability is being held responsible for your actions and the willingness to accept your consequences. And this is very important because also in this class we learn the aspects of accountability by having our different projects. So when we have projects, we have to make sure that as an individual we complete our part, but also as a group we complete our part as well. And it shows accountability because if one person doesn't do their part, the whole group is held to those consequences, and the individual has to understand that those consequences will be are going to take place. And also, we have to make sure that we're held accountable for our information that we give to not only our group, but also to our peers, because we're going to be doing group presentations and explaining different aspects to the class. And we're going to be held accountable by our professors to make sure that we know what we're talking about at the end of the day. And lastly, what we're going to learn from this class that's going to broaden us to nurse is having respect. And not only having respect within yourself, but also having respect for others. Now, you have respect for yourself because you have a dress code, just make sure you dress a certain way, but also respect for others because when we present our presentation, we have to respect the presenters. We have to respect their time. We have to respect their effort that they put into the project. So we just show respect by paying attention, listening, not being on devices, asking questions, and answering when they ask us questions as well. Now, the impact of interprofessional nursing into the life of entering as a nurse. This class is such an important aspect because it forces us to trust others. And nursing is definitely all about trust. Trust is everything. You have trust within your coworkers. You have patient trust. You have peer trust. So I think that this is definitely built in this class. Also, collaboration is definitely built in this class. So just to expand more on trust and collaboration, first I go on trust. In this class, we have to trust each other to make sure that we have our job done, and that goes back to accountability. So we have to trust our peers to make sure that they do their part, they upload their part of the project. We have to trust them to make sure that they come to class in the right attire. And then now to go more to collaboration, we have to collaborate with one each other. And sometimes when you collaborate with more people, there's different ideas, different opinions that sometimes people could clash. And I think that during in this class, it teaches us about real life in nursing, because as a nurse, you're going to be collaborating with so many different people, of different specialties. And I think it's very important to have proper communication skills that we gain from this course with our collaboration, because you're going to need to work with one another to make sure that your patient is having the proper plan and having the proper care as well. And so as we get down, something that I hope that future nurses learn from this course is that I hope they learn how to respect one another and how to collaborate with each other, especially because this course teaches so much of that. And I think that having respect and learning effective collaboration skills builds trust within everyone as a whole. And I think that trust is definitely the foundation that you would want as a nurse in a hospital, because when you have trust, your patients trust you, your coworkers trust you, and I think trust just exudes positivity as well, because you're not you're not micromanaging your coworkers to make sure that they're taking care of the patient right. And definitely respect and collaboration builds on trust. So just I think that this video definitely showed how to become a professional nurse, and definitely impacting how this video goes towards our course and intro to professional nursing, because everything definitely goes hand in hand and you can't have one without the other. And I think that this course is a great way to learn the skills that you need to become a professional nurse and just to become a proficient nurse as well.